joining us?
Yeah, he said he would. We'll see.
Oh,
I gotta mute myself.
A man flying through Manhattan, street lights glow beneath his cape. Batman brooding in the shadows, Joker's laugh makes heroes quake. Red Slinger swings through the skyline, Green Goblin flies with hate and rage. Wonder size in the Amazon kingdom, villains sneaking off the page. Can't you see they're just like us? Masks and capes hide the pain. Heroes fall like mortal men, comic books lie in the rain. Flash runs fast, but time won't stop. Cyborg hears the ticking clock. Aquaman in his ocean deep, justice fought but never keeps. Behind the mask, the latest scars, super strength can't hold their tears. Gadgets break and powers fade, heroes dying facing fears. Invisible jet lost in the night, as dark crumbles from the fight. Heroes journey, talking sleep, battle cries, they never sleep.
Ah, all right, everybody, welcome to the show.
dude, I love how the whole Han Solo transition was perfect.
Now that we're live, I get to say hi, Christina.
No,
I thought I greeted her a couple minutes ago.
that is terrible. You're
Well,
fired.
maybe we
I
should just go.
completely forgot we weren't live.
Yeah, that's my dad down there.
Hey, whatever, man. Green beer.
Hell yeah, dude. I didn't have a green beer today because I work tomorrow morning, which sucks.
All my beer was golden.
I got a little bit of green on the Donatello there. I'm sure.
I have a little green on here. I have a little green.
Let's see.
Comes with me.
What if we Sharpie and drawing myself?
I still want to get a hat like Jay's.
Got someone new
Just
to
to
welcome.
mind screw with him.
Yeah, I forgot to St. Patty's Day because Will got me confused when we had a St. Patty's stream like 2 weeks ago.
I know, right? Everybody, welcome our buddy Quentin. It's first time on the stream. How are you doing, Quentin?
Quinn!
Hey, what's up, man?
Good to see you.
What's up, Quentin?
All right, let me pull this.
I don't
up.
feel so bad now with the 70s paneling.
Yeah, see, you should just show it. It's just authentic, bro. It's authentic, you know.
A lot of good things came out of the 70s.
Not you.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
I came from the very beginning of the 70s, man.
And you're
I
74.
remember more than I don't.
And you're
71, Glenn.
What's that?
I came from 71, so.
Yeah, I'm 74, but no, it's just my computer room. It's literally 3 walls in my computer room, and that's the only place in the whole house that's 70s paneling I haven't fixed yet.
So what
My
are we
house
looking-
was owned by a guy who was a bank president in the 70s. It had more burglar alarms than it had rooms.
Could be worse. The house I grew up in was last renovated in the 40s. So
House, I mean, 100 years old. It's
yeah.
yeah.
That house is pretty damn old right now.
All right,
Yeah.
first round.
I found all my old toys and it's kind of depressing. They're all in bad shape.
Space Case Collectibles got
I
a
found
duck.
a bunch of. Hey, Quit. You know anybody? Is there a market to sell like spare parts for like the Terradome?
Oh, absolutely.
I got a bunch of parts. I don't have the Terradome. I don't know where it's at. But
I mean,
I can
Broken
send you the
toys are
link.
the most loved. At least
Yeah.
that's how it was in my house. The
I'll show him
quicker
here
I
in a minute
broke
when
the toy,
he
the
gets
more
through
I
doing
liked it.
it. I'll show you what I found when he gets through doing that.
Wow. Okay. Second round. It was a 3-way tie as far as correct answers.
Yeah.
Low won with a score of 47.90 over Phil's 47.73.
Who
And that
won the
was
second
over
round?
Paulo.
Paulo did, yeah. Paulo wins the duck. I mean, it's
Just
just as
barely
simple as
beat Phil
Yeah.
and Joe.
barely a victory is still a victory.
Yep.
Yep. Winning is winning.
Got to be quick on that button.
Yeah, yeah. You got to quit
Yeah.
asking so many comic book questions. Do stuff like I
Same
know.
thing.
Oh my god. I
Third
just
round.
read something crazy. I'll tell you guys in a minute.
Matt won by
Hair.
31 points over Joe, who
Yeah.
barely beat Eric.
A better chance in the second round, but he was better than me. I was occupying him.
Matt's trying to get the monopoly on all things duck.
Yeah, I got 2 so far. I got 2 last time.
You and Space Case each have 2. Bruce has 1, Glenn has 1, and Paulo has 1.
Which is 2 more than I've got since we've started the duck
Oh.
thing.
Hey Jay, I don't have one
Brother the
either.
Cow has 1.
Jay, I don't have any ducks either. Join the club. High five.
Mm. I like ducks. They're very good.
I like ducks. I cannot lie.
Dude, I saw a bunch of freaking turkey vultures circling over the neighborhood today. There's like
That's
12
not
or
good.
13 of them.
Oh.
Dude,
That's
I
not
live
good.
in the middle of a city right next to a cemetery.
Hey,
You know, and vultures
Maybe
are
they didn't bury
circling
somebody
overhead.
deep enough.
Hey, Quentin, you're in Iowa? Are you in Iowa?
Yep.
Jay's in Iowa too.
Yeah,
I am.
yeah, man. I'm in Des
West
Moines.
corner. Where you at?
Des Moines.
Des Moines.
So I'm in Shenandoah.
Sure.
Southwest corner.
Okay.
About
Okay.
2.5
I think
hours
I've
away.
kind of been.
I,
Yeah.
I'll be in Des Moines at the end of the month for a trade show.
Oh, cool.
Okay, Kevin, I think Matt wanted to show his old G.I. Joe stuff to Quentin.
Well, everybody. I want everybody to see it.
Or ever.
Well,
Kevin's
I was
already.
just going to put y'all backstage, so just no.
Okay. Well, you can. I don't. It's all right. So I found this one.
Oh, glitched.
Okay, you're
There we
right.
go.
There we go.
Yeah.
But the engine covers are gone. The canopies are gone. I think all the landing gears are gone. The Gatling
Are
guns
you
tore up.
sure that's even G.I. Joe?
Yeah, it's got a Cobra logo on it.
Cobra logo.
Yeah, that's a Rattler, right?
Yeah, it's like it was a model after the A10 Warthog kind of.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah,
looks cool
that's a
though.
warthog.
It
Yeah.
still looks cool. Then I got the was it the laser cannon they call it or something? I can't remember what they call it. But one of the barrels is broken.
One of those sitting around here too.
Yeah, it took enemy damage.
That's what I was.
That's impossible. Cobra couldn't hit anything.
Just like
You're like
stormtroopers.
It was a
stormtroopers.
ricochet. It was a ricochet.
Nice.
We got
That's
the top
sick.
block,
That is cool.
canopy's gone,
Yeah.
landing gears are gone, but the turret's still on it.
Hey, landing gears
Well,
gone.
I need
It's
some,
whatever.
I
They
need
won't need to
some
land.
more rotors.
They'll just fly on forever.
Yep.
I'll
Belly drop it.
I got my little two-legged walker.
absolutely.
I don't think that's G.I. Joe.
No, that's not G.I. Joe, but he
Pretty
when
sure.
you're playing as a kid, G.I. Joe had a couple of
Hey,
battles.
hey, whatever, man. My boy played with bad guys. He had mini Hulk Hogan versus Batman wrestling matches. So
But this was in
Yeah.
bad shape. The plastic
Batman
thing.
wins.
Everything's
yeah.
slow.
Yeah,
The other shit's gone, but it's still got a bomb in the bomb door.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's cool.
And depending
Got
on
one of
what you
those
wanna
sitting
do with
down the
that
street
stuff,
from me.
Matt,
Huh?
Hey, I was.
There's too many
Go
people
ahead.
talking. I can't hear.
I'm out.
I think we should do a figure show one day where we all show our figures and other stuff. It'd be cool.
That'll
Y'all
take
ain't
me
got
all.
enough tip
No,
money
the
for me
fuel
to
tank just fell
show
out.
my
I was just gonna say that just dropped.
The fuel tank just fell out, but it's in bad shape too. This one might be.
They don't need that thing when flying anyway.
This
Yeah.
one may be salvageable though if I can find the parts, But it's you know what happens to that white plastic though? It yellows. So
Sure.
Especially if you smoke.
Parts are always out there, Matt.
Or played with them outside, or
yeah, I
touched
played about
with
all
Blew
that.
'em up with
grubby
your
8-year-old
firecrackers.
dirty
Here's what I'm
hands.
talking about with the parts that go to the Terradrome.
Yeah.
Got
There's
all
always
the
guys
doors.
looking to complete those too.
Sure.
I got the shark, but the wings broke off on one side, but I have the canopy still, but it's broke. These got love. These were loved though,
Parts, man.
I had all the little panels for the inside of the vase.
Mhm.
I broke all my favorite toys, so I get it.
We used to set them on fire like dipshits.
That's what I just said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
I
you
blew my
needed,
Millennium Falcon up with
you
fireworks.
need, you needed flat Hot Wheels to play Junkyard.
I got two pieces of the
Yeah.
bolt for like the inside that opened up with the shit.
Yeah.
There's another panel. I got like 3 or 4 of the outside doors, and then I have this. I don't know if you remember this. You remember the little guard shack toy? The guard
Oh,
tower?
yeah.
I got the top part. The bottom part's gone. But we got the one of the turret placements, although it looks like it's broke. It goes on there like that. You can have an attacking G.I. Joe to keep them away from the base.
You see, those are all toys that my little brothers had. I remember seeing them, but I really didn't play with them because yay, girls.
Right.
Well, you're born.
But I
I
want
was
to
just a bit
Get out.
older.
Can I find another axle with the wheels on it?
Ooh,
They're all out there. They are.
All the pieces. Yep.
I'm sure you can, but I hate to think what you might have to pay for it.
Yeah.
$20 just for a wheel and an axle.
And we got the little Star Wars sail barge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I
That
have
was like one of those mini rigs.
and
Did you rob a toy store?
Masters of the Universe fans, but this was one of the vehicles.
You
Yeah.
see, He-Man was my little brother's favorite.
I
He-Man.
love Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, he was all about He-Man.
They were like sci-fi Conan.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you should have seen him
I
freak
did have
out.
one of the bomb brackets. I did have
Yeah.
one attack bomb for the Rattler and one of the panels for the Rattler. And I don't know whose backpack this is, but maybe you can tell me. I think it's Dial Tone.
Yeah, that looks like dial tone. There's only a handful that I know right offhand, but that's
Yeah.
I think that's dial tone.
And then I got a wheel for the they were glued on several. Oh, and then I got well, I don't got it around me, but I have the remember the remote control G.I. Joe like Doom buggy they had?
Yeah.
I had it, but the wheels are gone.
Doom buggy and a tank.
But I have so many parts for that Terradrome. I might have the Terradrome somewhere. But God, these things stink. They've been in like a base. They were in a shed before they came down here, and they were at my dad's house.
Like I said, I'll shoot you a message to a couple of groups that I'm in.
Okay.
Like I have I'll show you a couple of things I completed. but I had a Hiss 2 that I got from a guy in a trade. He said it was complete, and it was about 50%.
Oh,
But it's complete now. I put it together. I bought parts here and there online. So I got it all.
Yeah, I mean, just trade some of the parts for some of the parts that you need.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that's
you
what
can
I'm
do
doing.
sometimes. I traded some comic books for some parts for some stuff, which I don't know that was in my best interest. Oh yeah,
That's like micro machines.
and Matt, all that stuff. It's like depending on what you want to keep, what you want to fix, what you want to trade. There's people out there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
There's a market, no matter what.
I have more stuff somewhere. I just don't know where they're at. I'll have to go to my dad's house. I got all kinds of like spare parts. We're born, Mr. William.
No, I'm
He'll
just
be okay.
fighting my allergies.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I got
Ian and
already
Becca.
went down. I've been going down the rabbit hole. Hey, Ian and Becca. He's got a bunch of stuff I already picked out that we're going to do some kind of trade on. I don't know what. Yeah, we haven't figured it out.
And Matt, we're gonna do a trade 3 comics for 3 comics.
All right, we'll go find some G.I. Joe parts for a Sky Striker and a Rattler.
Right.
Oh, hey guys. I was asked about getting some junk comics that she can use to kind of tear up and make art with.
I don't have any junk.
I don't have anything that fits her description of junk.
I have a
She knows everything I have is a collectible.
I let people send me their cover list and store lists because I use them to craft with. So I have some.
Yeah, that's what she's looking for. She doesn't want the cover. She wants just the newsprint on the inside, not the shiny
I know exactly
one.
what she's looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably come up with something.
There you go.
Okay, I will let her know. She won't tell me what she wants to do with them, but that's okay.
I mean, I probably have more superhero stuff than funny books, but
Yeah, she said something more funny / girly,
yeah, I don't have very much of that kind of stuff at all.
but I took her girl superhero and girl comic books, and she looked at me like I done flipped my lid. It still won't tell me what the hell girly comics are.
It's right here.
No, I took some of them. I took something like that. I took the romance ones. I took
They came with paper dolls.
Huh.
Like these California Girls issues from Eclipse. I give them all to my mom. I don't know, but they all came with paper dolls.
I wonder if that might be something she'd do something with.
Oh,
But she's afraid to touch mine because they're just all worth so much money. And I'm like,
Well, I grab hold like I take the ones that are all damaged up but have cards in them, and I cut the cards out and I save the cards and those interior pieces, and then the book itself I just use to craft with.
yeah, that's all she wants is just the interior pages. She doesn't want none of the cardboard junk or nothing.
I don't know about everybody else, but I can come up with something.
Okay. Cool.
The only coverless stuff that I see is like X-Men 1, and they're more expensive than some of the.
Yeah. I'll send you my coverless GSX.
Oh yeah, she specifically told me extra non-collectible. Yeah, she wants junk wax girly. Would it?
I've got a cover. AF-15 still probably 10 grand, ain't it?
Oh, they're
So I was reading some article that that guy that shot Pawn Stars. Did that guy's son get arrested or something?
Oh, they've all been arrested except for the old man. He died.
Yeah.
So my sister went there to that place, and she said the highlight of her Vegas vacation was getting cussed at by the old man because she wanted a picture and was going to pay the $5. And he looked at her and says, "I'm taking a frickin' nap." Well, he didn't say frickin'. I'm just trying to censor it.
There's a his tank.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, we're not ready for that yet, but whenever we're ready. I'm just trying to figure out my camera. So Matt introduced me to StreamYard last week, and I've been messing with it ever since. I got multiple cameras, and I've got that sorting table I told you I built, Matt.
Yeah.
So I literally built a table with a 15-degree angle so I can set comic boxes on it and store them. Because I'm so tired. I wanted that thing up about waist high. I'm so tired of bending over to do everything. I'm an old man. I don't need to be doing that. So
I know what you
the chair is
mean.
actually a little lower than the chair I wanted for it, but everything's working.
Cool. Yeah, you got me wanting to make one. You have to send me some schematics or something. Get my dad. He's a carpenter.
Well, my next thing is, I think I told you this. My laptop is separate, and I'm going to integrate a stand to set my laptop on, so it's about head high. So when we're doing this, you're not looking at my chest. You're looking at my head.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the light.
Well, just tell people my eyes are up here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get it. You'll get these, by working.
Yeah. You earned them bad boys. I understand.
Take it to the gun show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So believe me, I'm a 125-pound fat man with big muscles. I understand.
If I got down to 125 pounds, the rest of it would disappear.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me, I think I do disappear. I don't like being this skinny, and believe me, it's not from lack of trying. We look around here, we got Pepsi, we got cookies, we got tater chips, we got cigarettes. I should be in the Guinness Book of World Records for largest belly. I truly should. And I weigh 125. And I'm almost 6 foot.
I will say this though, one of the greatest toys I ever got on Christmas was that F-15 Sky Striker. It had like, if you should see it, guys, when it was like, it had the wings come open. It had a canopy that you could take open, and the seats came out. They had ejector seats that had parachutes built into them. Had all these rockets on it. It was a thing to be seen when it was new.
That was the kind of toy the neighbor kids had. We never had them.
I was the only child, so I got all the toys.
Hell, I was one of 5. I had to share the lump of coal I got. Warmest day in the house all year was Christmas Day. All of us kids got together and burnt our coal.
I had 9. There was 10 of us.
My mom had 9 brothers and sisters, so they really didn't get Christmas presents. It's back in Harvard County, back in the
I get it.
50s,
I get it. My brother has 13.
This year we got a gift.
My sister's got all the good stuff.
Yeah, my brother got 13 kids, so I know about large families.
And I'm sure though, like when you got like 4 brothers like that, Jay, it's like if you get tired of playing with your toys, they go to the youngest ones, right? If you quit playing with them, that's how it always went. Because I have cousins like that. There's 3 brothers. So one of them got the G.I. Joes. Well, the younger one got the G.I. Joes when he quit playing with them,
Yeah. We got 4 planned and 1 souvenir kid. So there's a 16-year age gap between me and the youngest. So
you know, I come from this Irish background. All my cousins are around me, and we all fought like cats and dogs. So we weren't allowed to have the same toys. I got Star Wars, and they got G.I. Joe. And I wanted G.I. Joe. That's why I have it now. And they wanted Star Wars. And it just, the parents didn't care. They just didn't want us to have the same thing. That way we didn't fight over it. But they created a bigger problem.
I mean, that's kind of smart, but no, you got to let the kids fight. That's how brothers work out deals.
I'm wearing green, Christina. It's light green, but I'm still wearing green.
I always have green.
You got that too. Yep.
My hat.
Oh, tattoos is the devil. I mean, Boucher, tattoos is the devil.
No, foosball.
That's fine. That's fine. I got plenty of them.
I like what Henry Winkler's like. You know, my mom told me that I shouldn't get a tattoo of Roy Orbison. He's got a tattoo of Roy Orbison on his butt cheek.
I like Roy Orbison. He's cool as hell.
I do too, but I don't know if I want his face tattooed on my ass.
I'd never see it. I'm not flexible enough.
I met a biker one time that said he had YOUR name on the back of his ass. And they were so hard to say, I bet you $100 I have your name tattooed on my ass.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Mama was one of them on a Harley, so I understand.
I found some like one place on eBay though where they had some loose figures that didn't have like weapons, but they were like $7 or $8, you know.
Yeah.
So I might get a couple of those too. But they hit like the second roadblock.
Yeah.
And I found a beachhead. Me and Clinton did a little thing the other night. It was like I was chatting with him. I bet I talked to you for 2 hours. He was like, well, show me some pictures of these guys.
Now, while you're in Des Moines, you're going to check out JCD the Hobby, right? You're going to have time?
I don't even know where that is.
It's on the south side, Southeast 14th, man.
Yeah.
Comic books, action figures, Hot Wheels, video games, movies, baseball
cards. The only one I know where it is down by Army Post Road.
That one.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, I've been there. I have been there.
Okay, that's the big one. Although they just moved one to Ankeny.
Is
They
Kevin
took the
asleep?
one down the street from me and moved it to Ankeny.
No, Kevin's awake. He's hanging on.
Well, I'm gonna flip the camera and just do this show and tell on these two hip tanks I have.
All right.
What you do, man?
Let's see them. I want to look at the toys I was going to get to in a little bit.
Oh, I'll have to go get those. Those are in the other room.
Don't worry about it, Quentin. I already seen them. It's all good.
That's okay. But so I actually acquired this tank. And it was supposed to be complete, of course, but it didn't have either of these rockets on it. I had to buy them. I had to buy one of the tracks. So they all pop right off. All that stuff, Matt, it all disassembled. But the funny thing is, so in the back of this, if I can get it open, there you go. They call those two red bars seat belts, and that's to hold the figures in when you set them in there.
Yeah.
And that's the most common missing part. Out of all these trucks, that big
the APC. Yeah.
Yeah, the APC. The seat belts are always what's missing. And I put this thing together, I think, for somewhere around maybe I think I spent the whole $30 when I got done.
No.
With shipping. I did some trading for parts. I did, whatever. Just to put it together. But my favorite vehicle was always his tank.
Oh, look what you got! I like that. What you showed me the other day, it's like he got a custom paint job on it.
I have like 6 of these in different states of repair, but I make sure I always get the canopy. This is a 3D printed canopy that I got off of some guy on Etsy. And I took it all apart. I camoed it. I put the mud details down on the tracks and stuff. And you know what? If you got clean wheels, you ain't driving nowhere. But I put this guy together, and I really I told somebody else that if I sold all the rest of them, I'd probably just keep this one.
Yeah.
But there's that. As I said, I've got all kinds of other G.I. Joe collectibles.
Okay.
I buy these. This is a Firefly. They came with this CD ROM out of like the Valor and Venom and Spy Troop. They had a couple different things. It says $10. I guarantee I didn't know that. But yeah, I put stuff together all the time, and if you need help finding parts, Matt, I'll find it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go through like a list of what I'll need on the. But I think it's going to be hard to replace the Gatling gun because it broke off. I'll probably have to take the whole jet apart just to replace that. Probably it looks like it had to go in.
I mean, just call it battle damage.
Well, kind of like what I said the other night when Razor was on.
Yeah.
There's videos on YouTube on how to fix all of them.
Okay.
I mean, there's how to take them apart and put them together all day long.
I've been watching a lot of videos. This guy, I can't remember the guy's name, but I watched, and he's got like a whole toy room. He calls it like his 80s toy museum. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And he's got like all those toys in there. And they were showing a place in Ontario, a guy went to, and this guy had like the toy store. They had like this big display of G.I. Joe on the wall. It was like a museum. And they had like every vehicle you could imagine. They had every Star Wars vehicle. And then there was another guy that he was like showing his collection. This dude must have spent a lot of money. He had like every figure from 1982 all the way to 1992 when they started making the weird ones like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter figures that were G.I. Joe figures for some reason. They have a Sub-Zero G.I. Joe Cobra figure.
So, just right here within arm's reach, in this is that room that I told you about, Matt, that I try to get rid of stuff. I have too much stuff piled, but this is a new Masters of the Universe set that says the Rulers of the Sun.
Wow.
And these actually, for a little bit, they were an Amazon exclusive, and then they made them open to other buying venues and stuff. And then pretty soon you could find them for about $10 a pop. So I bought them I bought this one obviously when it was cheap. I just put it in the box. It'll wait till I'm dead. Somebody else can play with it. And I still have stuff like this around. Sunfire is one of my favorite X-Men characters.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He was an X-Man for a short time.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw him all to hell and left.
Yeah, I don't remember him at all.
Hey, he's the Japanese guy. I remember he was in like Giant Size X-Men. The next issue, he said, "You know what? I don't want to be around all you assholes."
Yeah, he was one of those. Yeah.
No, he was still around in
But
100.
so then my other thing is, I will literally buy all of these. I showed you that 4 that I repainted last week. But I buy all these, and there isn't one of these that I didn't buy at like a yard sale or something for I get them because when the kids are done with them, we may as well have them, right?
Yeah. May as well.
I mean, I feel like I showed up, I get to walk away with something. Now, see, if this was my Tony Stark, he would have more.
Martin. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you only discovered StreamYard last week, and now you've already got like 2 cameras set up. And
well, we talked about this. Okay, I'm literally the internet guy. It doesn't take me long to figure stuff out. But
I can't do that. I don't even know how to do that, really, to be honest. You can do it. Really have an extra camera though, so.
I think the biggest thing, Matt, is if we could get you just because of the way you have to set up. If we could get you a table in front of you, like what I have,
Yeah.
and then your computer and another camera, you could switch to where you put the stuff on the table.
Yeah.
And you don't have to hold it up.
Yeah, that's what I need to do for my claim sales, especially.
Yeah.
All right.
Matt, I think you're gonna piss yourself laughing at this video.
What is it?
I'm gonna send it to Glenn.
I gotta run, y'all. I got an early day tomorrow. My Cubs
You know,
open up the
Jay.
season.
Oh, dude,
All right,
I can't
Jay.
breathe.
Game, man.
You have a good night.
Yeah.
Later,
Yeah,
Jay.
I'll behave.
Jay, be good, man.
No.
Okay,
Have a
Matt,
good
watch
night.
this.
Yeah, go away.
Glenn, I sent it to you too. You have to hear it with volume though.
This better be good.
You say, where's it at?
I didn't post it to you unless it's worth sharing. I want Matt to watch it. It's weird.
I'll check it out.
Not bad.
Did you just start?
Oh, who was that?
Well, everybody wants to see it now.
Okay.
Too bad. I
Yeah,
don't
you
care.
just shared the link in the private chat. We just showed it.
Fine.
I'm gonna watch it though.
There it is.
I just watched it.
He sounds like the freaking.
It's more annoying than it is funny.
Oh, God.
It sounds like the Iron Man suit.
Sounds
It really
annoying.
does.
I don't
I
get
put
it.
it in the fridge.
Somebody could have done it with that kid.
I don't get it.
You don't get it? It sounds like the noise the machine makes.
Oh, I'm not being a downer, Mom. I didn't get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either until you said that. So, you know,
Oh, God, it's just so annoying sound.
Yeah, so screaming. He sounds like an orca. That kid sounds like an orca.
I don't know if I told you, Matt. One of the best guys I've had online lately. I argued with an economics professor from LSU.
Okay.
And then last week, you let me take part of GI Joe. That was the best time I've had.
Oh, awesome. Well, I had fun. I was like, somebody says GI Joe, my ears perk up. And then I started.
Was it Razor? Who was that? Who was the fellow that come in?
Razor Comics.
Yeah. He was asking me all those questions, and I took that apart.
Yeah. We took one of them apart to show them how to put the O-ring in it.
Yeah.
And and they had it got me going. I started looking up all those figures, and I found these. I discovered one's called Super 7 Ultimate figures, and they look like the cartoon versions of the G.I. Joes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Super 7 does a lot of retro stuff.
But aren't those like 6 or 7 scale?
Yeah.
Those are big figures.
I'll send you a picture of it. They've been out a couple of years, but I just now they have they look like they do in the cartoon.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool.
I have the Destro Super 7 figure.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know if you ever seen it, the Pimp Destro classified figure.
Yeah.
Where he's got he's all in like red leather and light leopard skin.
Yeah, I've seen that. Did you know they had a Rowdy Roddy Piper one they released like 10 years ago?
It was a show figure. It was only available at a show. Yeah, I wish I had it. I can't afford it.
I can't either. I can't afford the other one I want, which was they did this at a con or something exclusive, and it wasn't made by like Hasbro or anybody, but it's a Larry Hama action figure. They wanted, but it was like $100.
I think they actually had those at a show that Hama was at, and he signed like
okay.
All of them. I mean, and I don't think it was that red major or black major guy, but there's a guy who bought all the old molds, and he's required. They're tenths of millimeters off, but they're not perfect. But he remakes all these figures.
No.
Black major instead of G.I. Joe. But
I have to look that up. They also have I also discovered that Tunnel Rat was designed as a tribute to Larry Hama because he was in Vietnam, and that was actually one of his jobs in Vietnam. Yeah, he was a tunnel rat. So they even gave him the background up for that, like the same background where he grew up in New York.
If you look at the old dossier and the file cards and stuff, the people who have weird names are made up. Like Alpine's real name is Alvin Pine or some shit.
Yeah.
Like that. But the people who have real names are actually people who served with Larry Hama.
Okay, like Duke.
Because he
real
made
one.
up Conrad Hauser or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if he made that one up or not, but he made up some of the names. Some of the names.
Okay.
Yeah, Duke Hauser was Conrad Hauser. I can't remember if that was a real guy or not.
We were talking earlier, me and Glenn and Kevin and Will, about like how they got really weird. Like after 1989, they started getting all these like neon colored ones and the Tiger Paw.
Yeah.
It got kind of weird. That's what I was got. It wasn't because of that, but
I'm going to bed. Good night, guys. I got work early tomorrow.
Okay, Will.
Okay, good night, Will.
Good night, guys.
Well,
I think we're bored to death of all our G.I. Joe talk. You got me and Quentin together. We'll talk G.I. Joe all night.
Don't make people go to sleep. That's why I want to keep showing stuff. I want it to keep being a community thing.
Yeah.
One thing I would suggest, Quentin, is a microphone for you.
Yeah.
Because the laptop microphone is really, it sounds like you're echoey and.
Oh wait. I figured this out earlier. Oh my God. Hold on. So I had a microphone plug in. Is this any better, Glenn?
No, not really. No.
Okay, so let me try this one with the microphone that I plug in. And
once you plug it in, you have to choose it in your setting.
Right. I was messing with this earlier because the person I was talking to told me that there was the sound of a fan in my background. Can you hear me now?
Yep. Try it.
It's better.
It's cleaner, but it still sounds low.
Okay, maybe that's the audio set.
Okay, there you are. Wondering where you were.
Automatically adjust volume, maybe. I don't know if that did anything.
That's a little better.
And maybe if I find a way to put it up where
it sounds like it's coming off your webcam or your computer, not your microphone.
Yeah, it might be. I have that problem. I switch mine out on accident. It'll like switch out or something.
okay. So I have
Sorry.
two choices.
Oh. Well, I would show y'all some comics, but I don't have anything to show you. I didn't get anything this week.
Well, I got something to show. I was gonna show you what I read last night because I got quite a bit of reading done, surprisingly.
Good. I got to catch up on some reading.
Yeah, I've been saying that for seems like months. All right. I read Rug the Savage Land #2. And yes, that's the Campbell cover.
I like the first issue. I haven't read the second one yet.
Kevin,
it's good. Yeah.
Are those issues? Is that like supposed to be what happened like back in the 80s?
Yes.
Okay.
I was even gonna bring that up. That these are flashbacks to take place when they were in the Savage Land back in the 80s. And it's good. I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's Magneto and Rogue teaming up to find Kazar right now. And some tribe is trying to stop them, while another tribe has taken Kazar hostage and getting ready to sacrifice him. It's a decent story, not the greatest, but really good covers. So it's nice to have something that has a good cover and it's not total garbage inside.
Yeah, I like the artwork inside too.
Yeah. And the question number 4.
That cover looks so good. I like that one.
That is an excellent cover. And I love that they put the regular cover inside.
Yeah, I like that DC does that. Marvel to do that.
I know, I wish Marvel would. And it's got good artwork inside too.
Yeah, Cyborg Superman. Yep.
Yes, sir. He's taking control of the station.
Uh-oh.
Has it actively fighting everybody in it. It's a good story. Damn good story, actually.
Yeah, that is the Perillo cover.
Yeah.
I think my biggest thing is it has an adequate number of panels to tell a story.
Right.
I hate that new stuff that's all like 2 panels.
One big giant page or 3 panels. Yeah.
All that new stuff where they simplify the artwork by just giving you a
And you can read it 10 minutes. Justice League Unlimited #4. This is the final of the first story arc. Inferno, they're trying to burn down the Amazon forest in its entirety with magic flame. And in the last issue, we watched them incinerate Swamp Thing to nothingness in a split second.
What?
Well, the good part about him is he's part of the green, so he can throw back somewhere else.
Yep. And those of us that know Swamp Thing knew that, but your average reader that might not know Swamp Thing didn't. So, and apparently the members of Justice League don't really know it either because they thought he was dead.
Yeah.
They went and got Tiffy.
So he can he can regenerate, right? Because yeah.
So Tiffy was able to save the day by Red
All right.
Swamp Thing. So sometimes big giant panel pages are cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're good when they're used.
It's got to be the gotcha picture. It's got to be the thing that's supposed to like be the wow.
Right. And no, it's not. That's right. It's not the. There is another issue. This just the climactic one. So I think there's one more in this story, the first story arc. But I'm enjoying Justice League Unlimited. We'll see how the second story arc goes and whether or not it keeps up the. Because it's Mark Waid writing it, so yeah, it's gonna be good.
Mark Waid's writing it.
Huh?
Can't be too bad if Mark Waid's writing it.
Right. You know, he isn't always the greatest when what he writes, but he's never the worst.
Yeah.
And of course, my favorite DuckTales. Just I think it's great. They're sticking in Duckburg right now. 1 second. Hey, kitty. She wanted out of the room. So they're in Duckburg, and it starts out with Scrooge in jail with the Beagle Boys. And then it flashes back to Huey, Dewey, and Louie are like, why are we still in Duckburg? Why aren't we flying away to adventures like we're supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
So the whole first 5 or 6 issues take place in Duckburg with Scrooge showing them that there's cool things in Duckburg too. But that's a cool two-page single panel. But apparently Ma Beagle and the Beagle Boys are breaking out of prison at the same time Scrooge and the kids are digging to find crystals. And of course they smash right into each other.
Of course.
But yeah, it's fun. And it looks like there'll only be a couple of more issues, and then they're going to go back to traveling the world, like in the old Carl Barks stories.
What, did he dig himself into the prison?
Yeah. Well, they busted Scrooge and 3 of the Beagle Boys, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie end up with Ma Beagle.
Oh,
which is quite funny. You know, Ma Beagle and Huey and Dewey and Louie have to go in the prison to bust out Uncle Scrooge and her Beagle Boys.
Well, I like that. I kind of like that twist on it.
It is. It's a cool twist. It's a really fun story, and they got really cool covers. Yeah. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #3. It's not the same story as what's in the cartoon, which is cool. It kind of parallels the cartoon. Fills in, I guess, some gaps there. I like he was trying to get around the crowd in school and dodged and ducked, and the coach saw him, and he's like, "Sweet Barry Sanders." So he talks Peter into trying out for the football team. And of course, Peter's like, well, you know, I can't reveal what I can do. So
yeah,
he flunks out on purpose. Yeah,
he'd be knocking everybody out if he was like a linebacker. Couldn't he like control it just enough to just look like he's all right? I mean, I don't understand that. But
yeah, but I think one of the things is he doesn't have time to be a football player. He doesn't have time to be a superhero and a student too. Yeah,
that's true.
And I did finally read the final 2 issues of Woodstake, which is just absolutely gorgeous. I love these painted, fully painted interiors.
Was the last issue of that the one that's the super cool Jimmy? Yeah.
That's it. Awesome story. I really enjoyed everything about this book. These guys did a great job. I don't know who SHP is. They're new, I guess, a new company.
I don't know who the artist is though. That That Jimi Hendrix.
Felipe Kroll is the artist.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, all the interiors are just gorgeous. I mean, man. And it's a great story about a vampire at Woodstock.
You know, it kind of looks like the style Mark Spears uses inside the Monsters comic.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. And it also has a tinge to who did the drawing for Preacher?
Glenn Fabry.
Doesn't it kind of remind you a little bit too?
It depends on whether you're talking about the covers or Glenn Fabry. That must be who you're talking about. But yeah, I could see that. So I figured the next miniseries comes out in October, and it'll be Woodstock 99, Woodstake 99.
Yeah.
So I assume the children of these characters are going to be going to the later Woodstock, and probably the same vampire, because they kind of, they beat him at the end, but they don't completely beat him. He gets away, and of course he's going to go into his native soul and recover for 30 years or whatever and come back. And yeah, Jimmy does have a little appearance in the comic.
Please.
And there's the ad for Woodstake 99. So we're looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm going to check out some of the other titles that this company puts out. See what kind of, because that's excellent quality.
I may have to go back and look these up.
Like to see what those guys do.
And I don't know if anybody knows the horror genre based that Joe Hill series.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna make.
I haven't read any of those, but I hear so much good stuff about them.
Well, he's Stephen King's kid.
Yeah, I know. I've actually I did read one of his books. I think it was the first one he put out, because I was like, Stephen King's kid, I got to read this, and it was good.
Yeah, I guess he's got 3 kids, and 2 of them are writers, and one of them's actually a publisher.
Right.
So they're all in the family business.
And what's the one? One of the comics he wrote just got optioned. For,
right. That's Basket Full of Heads.
That's it. Yeah, Basket Full of Heads.
I didn't buy any of them when they came out, but I bought them on a sale here recently just so I can read them.
Yeah. Have you read the Basket Full of Heads?
I haven't at all, and
Okay.
I want it just so I can read it and so I can say, hey, the movie's not as good as that comic book.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's almost, sometimes I'll wait and I'll go see the movie, then read it so I can enjoy the movie.
Well, I was just kidding, Kevin. I do it all. I just look at it as what it is. I don't consider them the same. I'm a huge X-Men fan. I didn't go to the X-Men movies expecting Chris Claremont.
Right. Yeah. You know better than to expect that. Yeah. You're not going to get that if you expect it. It's better to just go in and enjoy what it is for what it is. That's the way I am. Unless it's so bad you just can't enjoy it. Sometimes.
Well, guys, I'm gotta get to bed. I've got work tomorrow.
All right.
Enjoy. Get some. You guys should get some. Matt and Kevin, you guys should get some sleep.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, guys. Enjoy.
Right.
I'm proud, but I just can't sleep.
Good night, Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Later, Quentin.
Hey, thanks, Glenn, for all your help.
Yeah, no problem, man.
We're gonna keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my problems. I'm sitting here and I start falling asleep, but then I get up or I go lay down and try to go to sleep and I can't.
Is that Starfire with Pepe Le Pew?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
One of
that's
the crossovers.
that's that crossover cover that they protested because everybody wants to Pepe Le Pew's the bad guy, because
because he's a sexual predator.
yeah.
Yeah, basically.
And So I bought that. I don't buy new comics. We've had this conversation in the past, Matt. But Kev, you probably haven't heard it. But I don't really buy new stuff. And this was one that when I heard it was coming out, I bought it just because I'm a Pepe Le Pew fan.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want it. Then all of a sudden it went sideways. Like everybody's like, oh, he's a predator.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's a skunk.
The freaking cartoon, get over it.
And you know what? By the end of every cartoon, the chick was chasing him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you know
right.
what else? Though? All animals are like that. You think they really do it? They like consent?
Yeah. Right.
They get
Yeah,
letters.
I'm pretty sure that when I hear them cats out there at night, that ain't consent.
No, I don't think so. Although I get why they, but I want to bring back Foghorn Leghorn. I always like them.
I like that.
I say, boy.
The Batman Elmer Fudd.
Oh
Christmas.
yeah,
that was hilarious. All the different characters were humanized, kind of made into criminals and stuff.
So,
Tasmanian devil.
which of the planes do you think I should try to work on first? The Rattler, the Sky Striker, or the SR-71? Not Raven.
I don't know. They just came out with a HasLab Sky Striker, and so there's a modern Sky Striker out there. So people might be willing to give up their old Sky Striker parts a little more readily. They might be saying, hey, I just bought this newfangled one that came with 4 figures or whatever it was.
I got an SR-71 sitting down the street from me.
Yeah.
In a museum.
Yeah.
I live about a mile from. Well, I live probably less than a mile from Robins Air Force Base Flatline, and we have the Air Force Air Museum here in town. It's our big tourist attraction, sitting right out front. SR-71. I remember when they could not land it at the Air Force Base because the runway wasn't long enough for it, so they had to land it up 20 minutes up the highway in Macon, and then hook it up to some trucks, shut down the whole highway.
I would say drag it down the street.
Drag it down the highway all the way to the museum.
I think I might have. I'm from Augusta, Kevin.
Huh?
I'm from Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Well, you know where Warren Robins is.
Yeah.
Robins Air Force Base.
Yeah. I got the living shit kicked out of me on the football field at Warren Robins.
Oh yeah. That's a lot of people in Georgia had that happen. Yeah. Warren Robins kicked a lot of people's ass. Especially back when James Brooks was with them and Eddie Anderson.
So, it was sad. We were in Evans, so I'm from suburbs of Augusta.
Yeah.
And we were actually in Sports Illustrated though because we got kicked out of the state tournament for having radios in our quarterback.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We were back then.
Wow. That was you guys, huh?
I was on that team.
I remember that. It's like, damn, man. High school sports get fancy cheating.
Well, they were just calling in plays. And
Yeah.
the only rule is we couldn't have any equipment the other team didn't have.
Right.
So if they had access to that same equipment, we would have been okay.
It would have been fine. Yeah. But that,
We played the whole season with it.
Yeah. No, back in I guess. Well, we had 2 high schools back when I was going to high school in the 80s. Back in the 70s, when Warren Robins High was national champs 4 times. You know.
We hated seeing their name on the list.
Yeah, and then in the 90s, they opened Veterans High School, and then they opened another high school. We got 4 high schools, and that's done muddied the waters. It's not an in-town, cross-town rivalry like it used to be. And half the players that went to One Robins are now at Houston County. So Houston County High is really the better team these days. Jake Fromm went to Houston County High. He would have went to One Robins if Houston County didn't exist.
Yeah.
So we don't really have those powerhouse teams like we had. We're only 5A. You know, we used to be 5A when 5A was the top. Now there's 6A. We're not even big enough to be in that.
Yeah.
I used to go to high school football shoot. It's probably been 10 years, but I used to go to every game for decades after I graduated. I enjoyed that as much or more than watching pro. Oof. Well, check this out. I dug these out of my off my bookshelf in another room. Yeah, I actually have the books behind me and all around my room. I got another room that has bookshelves.
Yeah.
Check out
My
these.
comic room's a junk room. It's just got stuff piled everywhere.
Whitman Big Little books.
Oh yeah, the big little book
From the 70s. 49 cents. Spider-Man, Fantastic Four.
I have that Fantastic Four. I don't have any of this stuff.
Batman, and Mickey Mouse. I remember I really liked reading that when I was a kid. And then I got 4 Flintstones that are like imitation Big Little books. Not the real thing, but I think ironically these are worth more than the actual ones. I've been going through stuff. I got to clear some stuff out. Yeah. Got too much.
Well, me and Matt were talking about I'm going to get rid of all my independent comics that I don't collect.
Right.
So I'm getting rid of indies right now. And if I don't collect it, I'm selling it for $1 an issue. On the other end of the deal, I still have 20,000 Marvels and DCs, and I'm going to cut them down too.
Wow, that's a lot.
Oh, this room is ridiculous. I will not hand that camera around. It's just it's embarrassing. I have another room.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Man, one landing gear for the Sky Striker. They're wanting $10 for it.
Ooh.
I guess I could get one piece a month at a time.
Yeah. You might be able to find one that's either more complete or less complete, but has more of the stuff you need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just buy the whole thing. I don't know. Like I said,
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you all sticker shock on this one I found though. Sky Striker XP 14F 1983 original G.I. Joe complete with 2 pilots and the box, unused decal inserts included, $539.97.
What a weird price.
Oh.
I know. Why did you say $500?
Right.
And I guess that's because it's and plus $2.49 delivery. Oh, he's put in the delivery, I guess, into the price. I mean, the shipping.
That don't make no sense.
I don't understand.
If anything, you do it the other way around so they don't have to pay tax.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that. And then they're like, oh, you're overcharging on shipping. Well, no, I transferred part of the price of the product to shipping, so you won't have to pay tax or fees. YouTube don't like it when you do that, so you should really break.
Well, here is a Sky Striker for parts and repair that has a canopy I need and a seat. Actually, it looks like it's in better condition than mine is.
Huh.
For $50. I don't know. I might just let them rot, I guess. I got these jet engine thrusters, $13 for both of them. I guess that's not too bad. Well, one of these months, I'm just going to buy a bunch of parts.
Maybe sell one to get the parts for the other one, or the other two.
Yeah, like Quentin's saying, if I could find like someone that needs like some of those Terradrome parts,
Yeah,
the Terradrome parts, I could maybe trade.
right. That would be a good way to do it.
Okay.
Oh.
And I'm surprised it's in the shape it's in. I'll tell you what would be a hard thing to find will be that parachute if you really wanted to go complete.
And they actually, when you find that that with the real parachute, they want a premium for it.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Well, the parachute probably got lost or tore up.
Tore up. It's just made out of like plastic bags, basically a plastic bag. I'll tell you another toy that's hard to find complete is the little styrofoam hang glider they sold.
Yeah.
Because they broke so easy.
Right.
They do, Rad? Well, where's your LCS at? And give me directions. I'll be going there tomorrow. Just kidding.
I'm sure my parachute was lost the first week. Wellbore had one.
Yeah. Here's one for $219. No figures with stickers and all parts. Sky Strikers sealed. $219. Oh, that's the HasLab one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But that HasLab one is legit though. They have like these little fire things you can put on. It looks like the missiles firing out of the ship. It's insane.
Yeah, it's a straight collectible. It's not meant to be played with.
No, it's a display piece, definitely.
Yeah.
One left vertical stabilizer they want $25 for. Jesus Christ.
I was doing that when I was looking at Baron Karza Micronauts parts from the original Baron Karza.
Yeah.
One leg, $25. One arm, $15.
So I did not realize. I'm not going to that yet. Still talking. I did not realize that this was a Neil Adams cover. That Echo of Future Past.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
And so I was looking at it and I was like, it's open wide for sneeze nuts. I'm like, was that like the original play on these nuts?
Yeah, right.
Because that was put out when was it? Like 86.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's a Neil Adams cover, and I was like, that he included that stuff versus
right.
I mean, him being who he was.
This one's seen better days though.
Hey, we got back wheels.
This one's seen better days, boy. Yeah, I got the back wheels. Front wheel's gone. The fuel tank is on the floor because I just dropped it. All the other missiles are gone, although they're somewhere. The rear stabilizers are gone. The decal's coming off the side. Hey, thanks, Rad. And then the panels are gone right here. The seats are gone. The canopy's gone. Obviously, there's no ace with it. And all the stickers have faded off, or most of them have, at least, like right there. I don't know if it's worth saving.
Well, it's all about what you pick. restore, Matt. I mean, but you're talking about restoring an old car.
Yeah, I just want to keep it. I don't want to get rid of it, and I'm not going to. Like, I don't care to sell the Terradome parts because, hey Razor, check it out. You remember this?
What up, Razor?
Check it out, Razor. I found my old G.I. Joe toys, brother. Scott,
Links at the top if you want to hop on.
go on in, Razor. It's all right.
Razor, hobby.
I got the. I'll show the chat that might showed up late. I got the Rattler, but it's seen better days. The Night Raven seen better days.
Oh yeah.
It had a little jet that goes on top right here.
Yeah.
It was like a little tab, and you would set it right there on top, and it would launch off.
Yeah.
I think the worst mistake I ever made was I stood in a dime store in Georgia, and I bought all the Micronauts box figures they had, but I skipped over a bunch of stuff because it was newer. You know,
yeah.
That newer stuff I skipped over was like G.I. Joe and.
Oh man.
I might have a better shot of restoring this.
Yeah.
Because it needs this and the wheels, and I need another rotor because one of the rotor blades is. I don't know where the other rotor blade went because they go in there individually. I need the back rotor.
Yeah. So it's all about, do you want it to be original or do you want it complete? And they make a lot of those parts with 3D printing.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they probably be cheaper too.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Quentin's got the Hiss. Hey, Quentin, show Razor the Hiss tanks you got. If you don't mind.
I put them in the other room.
Oh, never mind. Well, he's got 3 of them.
I'll be right back. It takes 2 seconds.
All right. Bring the one figures.
Okay.
Yeah, that Rattler is awesome.
I got a bunch of parts for the Terradome. Razor, you remember the shark? We got the shark, but it's seen better days as well. I used to take this one in the water with me because it was like supposed to be able to go in the water and then it would come out. They had like this deep 6 with it.
Yeah.
And he's got Razor, he's got a custom one too. He custom painted it camouflage. We got like the G.I. Joe laser artillery cannon. They had to have a little sci-fi to it, you know.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, dog. Yeah, I had some good toys as a kid.
Hey, what's up, strange dog?
Now they use this one a lot on the cartoon. You would see this one a lot on the cartoon. They would.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, and then of course we got this little beauty I found. It's still intact. I don't know how.
Wild looking G.I. Joe toy.
Yeah, G.I. Joe. But hey, you know how many times G.I. Joe had a battle with the evil Galactic Empire in my room?
Your room.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the AT-AT. I used to do Imperial one. Yeah.
ATST.
Yeah, this is the small one. But check this out.
I'm one of those nerds too.
That's too cool. You can make it walk.
ATST.
Yeah.
You lock it back into place and it will stay. Like, well, this is kind of leaning because I think I bent one of the. But still, I mean, it made it this far. You know what I mean? It's a miracle.
Right.
It's this long, right?
No match for an Ewok. You got that right, Wilmore.
He fuck that shit up.
So Matt, it's funny because I built this table Saturday.
Yeah.
I ordered the felt for it, so I don't have a tabletop on it yet. It's just still wood. So everything slides down it. Semi-ridiculous. But I think I can do this.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There is me and Matt sorted figures weekend, and that's a bunch of stuff he decided he wanted.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade with that for those stuff. We got Shipwreck, Destro, Zorana, Flint, Chuckles. Is that I can't remember his name now. That's Storm Shadow at the top there, the version 7 or something.
Yeah.
That's Torpedo.
That guy there, I just threw in. That's some Scorpion dude that I had multiples of.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Well, you got me set up with my basically my action figure collection starter kit.
Yeah.
And I'll find those cases. I've got doodles and got them in little plastic cases.
Okay.
But
yeah, those are good to keep it in. I like that the way they're.
Well, they can only get so banged up, and there's nothing frictionable to take paint off.
Yeah.
Like that's my big thing. Paint on.
That's Zorana, Razor. It was Zartan's sister.
Razor wanted the hit. Now what's funny is, like I said, I've got multiple ones. It was my favorite vehicle. Out of all of them, I thought it was the most high-tech looking one. So, got just regular. I've got 4 or 5 regular black ones.
Yeah, that's the one I never had.
And the big thing being the guns. There's a little plastic tab in here. You have to take the full assembly apart to replace that plastic tab. I haven't done it on any of them before. I don't know how into it I am. But the other big thing is this canopy. The corner tabs on it, where it locks in here, break all the time, and then you lose it. And so a lot of these don't have canopies on. But that's the factory version. Then you've got the Quentin, like stays up late at night.
I love your customized one. That's so awesome. We got that dirty treads.
Quentin stays up late at night, paint stuff version. Like I said, if there ain't mud on the treads, it ain't going nowhere. And then I had this His 2 that I literally built out of parts. The last piece that I needed was the right track, and it was actually one of those guys in one of those groups on Facebook sent it to me for the cost of shipping.
Wow.
So he literally made my day, but he sent it to me for the cost of shipping, and I got to put it together and call this one done.
Heck yeah.
But anyway.
It's what's a fun little hobby to have. I feel like I'm restoring a Buick or something.
Yeah, absolutely. You may as well be restoring an old car.
Well, here's my G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I got a few of those too. Yeah,
that's the one I had since I was a kid.
That's the ones I don't show people at work with.
I've got a tough assignment for you. That's the only thing I can get him to say. I don't think any of the other ones will work right.
Yeah, Bobby, Ripcord was one of my favorites. He had like the parachute pack and the little oxygen mask and the black helmet. Man, he was so awesome. And Alpine. Remember Alpine had that little rope?
Yeah.
They came with him. I love Alpine too.
He's one of my favorites.
And Snow Job with the skis. You know how many hours of fun I had with him riding on those skis, man? And I got the
I got
The
to say something
snowmobile.
different.
Did he say something different?
Yeah, the adventure team has everything under control.
Is that a 70s one? Is that an OG one, Kevin?
Yeah, it's from 1960s, actually, 69.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they had real hair back then. They used like real cloth, like on the Migos. All the Migos had like real clothes and stuff. Then they realized it would be cheaper just to, make them all plastic.
Yeah, you look on eBay, and all of them are stripped. It's like you got to buy the clothes separate.
Yeah, butt ass.
And I got some little, because he came with the. Yeah, he's supposed to be a diver, but he didn't have a diving suit. Just this and this.
No,
Which that acts as a squirt gun. And that's
Well,
the little thing that pulls it along underwater. It's like, well, it didn't come with a wetsuit or anything, though.
it's awesome. You still have it.
Yeah, I tell you what, if it wasn't for my mom putting it up 40 years ago and not breaking it out till a few years ago, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would have lost it. And he still got his boots.
Hell yeah.
I noticed a lot of the ones on eBay, no boots. It goes for about $100. He got some glitter on him from somewhere. He's been hanging out with the strippers.
He's gonna party with Barbie.
Yeah.
I'm that guy that I believe that if that's about $100, then not one of those more modern ones should be $100. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That guy ain't signing no more autographs. That guy isn't coming around anymore.
Yeah.
He's done.
Well, you all need to see my friend Cheap Comic Collector's new video. It's called Barbie's Dating G.I. Joe.
Yeah. And
it's awesome. He said, Barbie's dating G.I. Joe because he's a real American. He said something about she told Stretch Armstrong, that don't stretch, I don't want none, or something like that. And what you dumped Evel Knievel because his bike is broke or something. And
I had Evel Knievel. I had the stunt van and the one you put the little thing in it. No, yeah, you turn the crank and it takes off and jumps the van.
So that Evel Knievel stunt cycle, they actually produced a comic book that comes with that.
Yeah.
And those comic books are like $50 a pop now.
Wow.
And,
I don't have any of that anymore.
Because little shit like us threw them away. We wanted to go run the motorcycle down the block.
I didn't get it when it came out because it was like I was born in '76, but like my older cousin had one that he just like, here, you can have it. We used to have a ball with that thing.
Right.
When he got older, he didn't want it, and we would just like set up ramps outside. I had it jump in the creek, and then we got really ambitious because we watched a video of a replay of like a Wild World Sports of him trying to jump Snake Canyon. So we built a ramp on the edge of the creek, and we're going to take the Mean Machine big wheel, and we're going to try to jump it. But we put my little cousin up to do it first, like a crash test of him. He would do anything, and he landed right in the middle of the creek. Lucky didn't break his arm or something. But that Green Machine was legit. I don't know if you remember those, but they were.
Oh
legit.
yeah. We never had one. I always had big wheels. I never had a Green Machine. That Snake River Canyon thing. So my dad was an engineer, and he was around that era, and he always, to this day, when I'm working with people and they tell me something can't be done, Evil Knievel made a statement on TV where he said, if you can't jump Snake River Canyon, don't jump Snake River Canyon. And what he was saying was, if you believe it can't be done, then stay out of my way. You know? And to this day, I use that because I'm like, it's possible. We just got to make it happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody got to break a limb. I mean, whatever.
Well, he about broke more than a leg. Well, he did bust himself up pretty bad in that one, though, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Then the double-decker bus one, I think he about. I think it was more morbid. I think some people had morbid curiosity. They showed up to see if he would crash.
Oh, they wanted to see him go down.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, there you go. That's what I had.
So, hey, Brad, does his family still run that camp? Do they still do like stunt shows and stuff? Since Robbie Knievel die?
Yeah, Robbie died.
Yeah.
So,
There's a $6 million man set that I had.
Oh, that was so awesome.
Restoration chamber or something like that. Bionic transport.
But I tell you, that Lee Majors is from my hometown.
Oh man, his hair's all messed up.
Yeah. Well, you get some just for men, he'll be all right. Hey, we got somebody knocking on the back door.
Oh. Well, Jay must not have been able to sleep.
No, I got a cat.
We're talking about $6 million man toys and the Evil Knievel toy.
Oh,
Jay.
hell, my high school girlfriend's father was named Steve Austin. So I always told people I was dating a $6 million man's daughter, and her little brother was the $3 billion boy. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to find the little.
I know all about Steve Austin.
I was always partial to Lindsay Wagner.
Oh,
so
there you go.
because I just binge watched the new Bionic Woman.
There's a new one?
Yeah. Well, newer.
Newer.
Season of it.
Well, there she is. Looks like she's been row hard and put up wet.
She probably has.
As she should.
Look at that hair.
Yeah, that was the after picture. Sorry, guys.
She was out partying with like Led Zeppelin or something.
Yeah, she was out partying with Jay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I got before pictures. I got after. If you want the during, $4.99 per picture.
You sell on OnlyFans.
Ow, you little shit!
Oh no, here's Bigfoot. Oh good Lord, look what Bigfoot cost.
How much is it?
$360.
Have you ever tried to look at the ROM Space Night? Have you ever looked those up? They're like $400.
Yeah.
Well, and so G.I. Joe had the alien enemy, the Cro-Magnon man that he opened his arms and closed his arms.
Yeah.
I got one of those too.
No, you do?
Yeah.
Is that the one giving you hell, Jay?
Yes. That is Pencil. That is the only animal in this house. And apparently, she is my mother.
Bobby said he's got two Oscar Goldman.
Really? Well, here's a Oscar Goldman right here. $250
in box.
In the box.
Is he the one that had which one was it, him, or which one had like the eye you could look through?
No, that was Steve Austin.
Yeah, I remember that toy. I played with that one. Oh.
See the eye?
Yeah.
It's a little scope.
Yeah.
$500, brand new in the box, unopened. 1973. Look how good that box looks.
That was one of the cool toys from when I was a little boy. That and that wind-up Evil Knievel motorcycle.
We just
talked about that.
I grew up in that funny generation that was born just after those two toys, or just before, so I was too young to play with them, and too far away to play with.
We never got anything, and my cousins got everything, and they had that Evil Knievel stunt cycle.
There it is, right there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You get that sucker, you just
Yeah,
wind,
that's just like the one I had.
and wind. Yep.
Wind that thing up and boom.
Yeah. Hell, and then they had the pull ones, the zip string
Oh,
motorcycles.
Yeah.
Remember they had the crash up derby sets that had those zip strings.
Yep.
And
There's
you
the zip
put the
string
pieces
one.
on the car
Yeah.
and then you run them into each other.
There's the ripcord racer stunt cycle, mini stunt cycle.
Yeah. Yeah. Ripcord racers. Yeah.
There's the van with a box. Wow.
There you go.
I had that. It was a flimsy little soft plastic sides, but they slid and they were apart. The top came off, and there's all kind of stuff. A ramp. You set the ramp. Yeah, the ramp's on top. And then you just pull it out and set it up. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that stuff was all beyond us.
I mean, those are just right before me. Just right before I'd start playing.
There's the original 75 stunt cycle.
I remember that toy.
$1,400.
Really? Because I remember crashing.
That's what they're asking. Don't mean that's what it's worth.
I remember jumping that thing off the stairs.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. I mean, you might as well grab. As far as I've jumped them, you might as well have grabbed the toy and thrown it as hard as you could. In fact, I think I probably did that.
I remember chasing chickens at Grandma's house with it on the sidewalk. Well, what you'd call a sidewalk, the dirt path that didn't have a lot of gravel in it.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of different versions of the cycle. Oh, look at the golden. The 50th anniversary.
God, that makes me feel old when my childhood toys are having a 50th freaking anniversary. I mean, it makes me feel just, I don't know, old. It irritates me. I shouldn't be old. I'm too young to be old.
No, you're absolutely too young to be old.
Huh?
One of my favorite quotes is inside every old person is a young person wondering what the fuck happened.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite quotes is youth is wasted on the young.
Yeah.
I know I wasted my youth and spent the rest of my youth wasted.
He's a little dirty, isn't he? He could have tried to wash
Oh, heck, man. At least he still got all of his clothes.
Was he buried for 20 years or what?
Oh man, that's a sucker that jumped the river, or the mud puddle in the backyard.
Yeah,
you know, the rut or the Grand Canyon. I forget which one it was.
So if you look up that Evel Knievel comic giveaway,
yeah,
it came out in 1974 when those toys started. They go kind of high. They're mildly unaffordable.
Wow, yeah. When you get up to the 9.6s, boy, that's what's high. The graded ones.
Well, you're paying for the number.
Yeah.
I myself, I'm more of a card collector than comic books, but I don't see the point in grading them because listen to me say this: comic books need to be read. You know, that's what they're for.
Yep.
Baseball cards are to be looked at. Comic books are to be read.
I grade autograph books.
say, here's one for $6. It's a magnet.
Oh,
A
yeah.
reproduction, yeah.
Just stick it to your fridge, man.
There's one that's all beat up and folded over for $11. And got somebody's name written on the cover.
I mean, it's only $11. You might as well get it.
Got a bunch of wieners drawn inside it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oscar Goldman. Exploding briefcase included. What does it do? Fly apart. Everything comes flying out.
Loaded. And therefore all the pieces are lost.
Right.
You know, I was thinking when I was laying in bed what you were telling Matt about being able to get pieces. I'm looking for a rocket for an erector set from the late 50s.
Huh.
So I've got the set, but the rocket, one of the things is, I forget what the hell, the flip flapper, whatever things on the bottom is broke off. So I want to get something like that.
Do you have a model number?
Might be able to get it for you right now. Give me one moment.
Wonder what happened to Matt as the internet went out. That sucks. I was wondering why he's got his name Boggs 18 backwards. Spectrum, yeah. I'm on Cox. It only goes out every third or fourth day.
And see, so when I said that about if you were on Swift, that's my company. And I only serve this town that I'm in, but I have 8 hours of downtime in 8 years.
Wow.
and people still bitch about it.
Yeah.
I had a guy call the office today. He had people remodeling his basement, and they turned the power off, and he couldn't figure out why his internet didn't work.
Ah. My God. Got to be plugged in, bro.
I mean, yeah, it was a true story. I was like, you got to joke.
All right, can you make me big?
At least I'm going to assume he was trying to use it on his phone that was connected to Wi-Fi or something.
He actually had like 2 computers going.
Oh, UPSs or something.
Hey, is that the number you need right there?
I'm gonna take a picture. Okay. And you need the rocket part.
I need that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of
And
that.
a little bitty crossbow bolt.
Because this is what it looks like on the inside. I've got all the instructions, and I even got the parts bins and everything. I'm really blocking my screen, so I can't tell you what I'm showing you. And here's my rocket minus the fin, minus the 2 fins.
Yeah.
But all the electrics and everything works. I still got all the screws and everything.
There's places where I can look for that stuff. I can just ask people. And maybe I get lucky and they just want to trade.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll sell / trade this thing just as quick, but it'd be a pain in the ass to mail because it weighs a ton.
Yeah.
I think it's got extra pieces and a few extra screws and bolts.
Yeah. I just like I said, I just want to clean up everything I don't collect.
Yeah,
So if I can help somebody else get something they want, good.
That's why I got these big books out, big little books, so I can put them up on eBay.
Here's
I
my
gotta read
problem.
some of these books.
Here's my problem with cleaning up what I don't collect. I collect collections.
I know, right?
How do I not collect this or collect that?
That's
I don't read.
I go digging through. Okay, I need to sell this, but
I don't read comics yet. I got about
need.
250 of them. I don't play with my Hot Wheels, but I got 500 of them. I don't juggle my rock collection, but I got boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, but I realized you can't take it with you, and why leave it for someone else to deal with?
Well, something you may not think with the erector set. I could have my casket built out of this, so I can take my erector set with me. My erector sets and Legos can go with me because we could build them with my toys.
He's buried in his Legos.
Ain't that how every immature man truly wants to die, in a pile of Legos?
Right.
Oh.
I don't know, Aaron. I think I'm happy with leaving them nothing. Well, I don't have any kids.
I'll leave them all kinds of stuff. I'll leave them all kinds of issues. Screw them, man. They're still alive. They can figure it out. What they going to do to me?
Yeah.
I send them all on a wild goose chase in my will.
What was that? Wings. The final episode of Wings. They find a key from when their dad died, which was way back at the beginning of the series, in his property or something, and then they track it down. They end up on this big chase to find what they believe is their inheritance, and or whatever.
I understand about being buried. My house is a museum. If you name it, I've got it, or had it, or know where to get it.
Yeah.
Really weird.
I just got so much stuff back there, and that's just that wall. This wall's even worse.
Yeah. I understand. I have a 1-bedroom house, and I truly need a 7-bedroom or 1-bedroom house. God, I don't even know what I live in. 1-bedroom apartment. I need a 7-bedroom house.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, burn me. That's my plan.
Hell, I don't give a shit. Fire me out of a cannon. I'm dead. Donate me to the body farm.
Just wait till I get rigid and stiff and drive me in the ground like a steak.
There's a guy here locally that lives around me that he restores old gravestones. And he went to the oldest graveyard in Chicago.
Oh, cool.
And to get inside the area that is now like secluded because it's got all these super old gravestones, you have to sign in and sign out. Like they have a guard and stuff.
Oh, sure.
Because people would go in there and obviously knock shit down because
people are assholes.
Right.
Yeah.
He goes in there and cleans these and stuff, and people pay for him to do it.
Yeah, my old high school teacher used to do that.
Well, this guy was telling me that he felt bad for him because there's 1,000 people buried there, and he was the last guy to sign in a year ago. Nobody goes to visit.
Nobody goes there.
Nobody gives a shit.
That's history right there, folks.
Yeah.
And he said, he goes, it's just, he goes, I show up and got to sign in, and I'm the last guy that signed in a year ago.
Yeah. I feel for him. That's why I don't care, man. Once I'm gone, toss me in a river, throw me in the woods, shoot me out of a cannon, chuck me into space. I don't give a crap.
Every October they have this here in town.
Yeah.
That's from when I went, 2019. But yeah, I mean, they got a map of the town, and they take you to all these historic cemeteries from
who all's there.
Famous graves and this and that.
Dude, some of them are just like 3 graves, and they're in the woods next to an apartment complex, and you have to push your way back there to be able to get to them to see them. They're not cleaned up. They're half buried. They didn't even know they were there until 5 years ago, and they've been there. The dates are like 1840 something.
They
found
like
there wasn't even no city here. Those were just people.
Yeah.
The first people out this way.
Yeah. So out by where my mom lived, every year, well, not every year. I'm not gonna say every year, but on a regular basis, there's these people who show up, and they're always looking for this lost graveyard outside of this small town.
Huh.
And it's where there used to be a schoolhouse with a graveyard and a church, and everything was all together because back in those days, everything was all together, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you had church and then you had school 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And then the graveyard was in the backyard.
Yeah.
And they show up, my old lady's, or my old lady, my mom's hometown where my grandma grew up is like just this hot spot.
Mine's ghost town. My mom's old. Where she
hell.
grew up. In fact,
The school I went to is haunted, and it was across the street from an old graveyard, so I understand that stuff. There was always people there checking them out.
Oh, here we go.
Yep, my squirrels are getting fed. Saw a bunch of turkey vultures today. Just doing a circle above my house. It was kind of creepy when I realized there's a cemetery a block and a half down the street, and they were circling over in this area.
They're just waiting on you to die.
There were about a dozen of them. Yeah, I was like, damn.
You might be familiar with this, Quentin, being in Georgia. I've been collecting this magazine for probably 25 years. It only comes out 4 times a year, but I've got 2 short boxes slapped full. And it's just Georgia history and tourist spots, but mostly history, old photos around Georgia, and it's just a really good book, full of history, modern and tons of Civil War history, and some of the little tours of the cities in Georgia.
All right, well,
but this particular issue, that's me. I am the reader. My uncle took this picture after this building burned, and that's the building as it was in the 1950s. And that's where my mom grew up. She took piano lessons there. The drugstore was there. The post office was there. Everything was in this building in Milan, Georgia. And it burned down, I guess, about 20 years ago. And I wrote a little article about it and got my mom and her 2 sisters to write a little piece about it. They published it.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. I got my name in print, even if they
Yeah.
did spell it wrong.
Well, that happens. So in the chat right now, part of what we're talking about, just so everybody knows, I don't give a shit. I do.
Hey, what's up, legend?
I'm Quentin Collins. That's my real name. My mom raced home from school every day to watch Dark Shadows.
Uh-huh.
And
I did too.
David Selby, you know, he was the handsome guy and stuff, and he was Quentin. And it's funny because, you know, you fast forward a handful of years, and she marries a dude named Collins, and what are you going to name your kid? And Quentin.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. So I've lived my whole life. Let's face facts. People our age might know, but none of the young people know.
Yeah. Right.
And I get by with nobody ever calling me out until like tonight. The whole time I've been with Matt on Aaron's shows, cheap comic collector stuff, nobody has ever called me mom. Nobody has ever called me out until tonight.
Yeah, that's funny. And I'm not surprised it's the great legend that said so. Because we've talked about Dark Shadows many times.
Yeah,
he's a big fan.
So when we were talking about it, actually, Aaron, Psychotronic Squirt Gun had a sale earlier, and he had like something that was Dark Shadows, and I didn't chime in, because he was talking about, oh well, that's probably not even anything that's made anymore, and I'm like, they relicense that as often as they have to.
Yeah.
Because it had been such a big TV serial, and they still make money off of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I had a few books at one time. You know, the guidebooks had all the episode lists in it and everything. 1,245 episodes. As soon as he finished well, that shouldn't take long. That was just a mini. Oh, that's right. They did make a series that was
bad.
It was a handful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna copy that link, Jay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's your link. So.
Yeah, but that's not. Is that my link? Actually, my YouTube link.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it was asked for in chat, and you were busy yakking away. So I'm like, yeah, I got your back. I got this for you.
Thank you, boss. I don't do anything. I'm just starting out, so
that's why they give me the gold or the blue wrench, y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought you were saying that was the link to like the David Selby page, and I was like, I'm gonna copy that.
No, the what page?
So David Selby was the actor that played Quentin Collins in Dark Shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know actors, so yeah, I guess that's what you were talking about. I was busy trying to do computer stuff because I don't know this crap. That was actually a big accomplishment for me to be able to find
it quick. You did it faster than I could.
I did not do it quick. I screwed it up 3 times.
It just seemed quick to me because I didn't know you were doing it.
Yeah. Don't let it fool you.
The reason why I know it is because I had to grow up with it. Every old lady in every dime store was like, "Wait, oh my goodness!" Every time you write your name on a piece of paper, they think you're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of understand that.
But anyway, hey, thanks, Great Legend Show. Having that recognized, I guess.
Yep, so, Jay loves feeding them squirrels.
If I might talk about the squirrels.
Yeah.
And my nephew.
Oh, no.
He started a squirrel channel. Somebody is spending a little bit too much time looking up to the bad example in the family.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'll support him in any good way, but don't do what Uncle Jay does because you're going to end up in a lot of trouble, son.
Right. Don't copy
Yeah.
me. Do what I say. Don't
Learn,
do what I did. Learn
from
from
my
what I did. Don't
example.
do it.
Pay attention to what I've done and what I have done and what
Yeah.
I'm currently doing,
Right.
and then don't.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I love it.
But a squirrel channel's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He put a peanut butter cracker down. The squirrel came and got it. He's like, Uncle Jay. I mean, this is on camera. Uncle Jay. I'm gonna make him my friend. And I'm like, oh my god, you're 11 years old. You're not supposed to make me melt like that.
All right.
So yeah. Yeah, and all the neighbor ladies I showed the video to tell me, oh, we love him. And then they seen him and yeah, that boy's gonna be trouble. He's already macking on the women that I have the eyeballs on.
I'm just as bad, Legend. People
He's
always
11.
Instagram me, and I'm like, I always forget about Instagram because I've never used it until recently. It's like I open it up and there's 20 freaking messages.
Hell, I'm only Discord and Facebook.
And that's another thing. On Discord, I'm even worse. I might open that once a month unless I have a reason to be on there.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it today, and I was in a panic because I was trying to get a hold of you, and I thought, man, that's the only way I know how to get a hold of them because I'm a computer idiot.
Oh, you did something that none of the rest of us could have done.
Believe me, I'm a technophobe. I really am. I really, really, really am. I don't like this stuff. Although I'd never survive without my video games.
What video games are you playing?
Oh, right now I am currently dragging my ass through RDR2. I am doing every little possible thing on it.
Well, that'll take forever. That's like one of the biggest open world things.
Oh yeah. I love that game. That and Skyrim, and my copy of Skyrim's kind of fucked because I beat the crap out of it. I played it for years and years and years and years, and the only reason I stopped was Red Dead 2 finally came out. So that's where I'm at right now. Although when I have the Xbox channel, I'm stuck in baseball.
Oh shit, there it is.
There you go. So my whole thing.
The Bionic Video Center. That's what it was called.
Damn cotton mouth. I need to read.
Put a little cartridge in the side, and it played, and it showed like a clip from the TV show on that screen. Little light bulb, Super 8 cartridge.
That had to be way too expensive for us to get.
It couldn't have been too expensive because I had one.
We were just poor farm kids.
We weren't too much better.
I always hated the first day of school when everybody else showed up with new clothes.
New clothes and stuff.
So I bought a pack of those Hollywood type or about 5 packs a few years back, and I got a Lee Majors worn shirt.
Oh yeah,
patch card out of it. Yeah,
cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I thought so. I was excited because it was a $6 million man, and my buddy, who's just a little bit younger, he's like, "Man, no, that's the Fall Guy." So
Oh yeah.
yeah, he wanted it because it was the fall guy. I wanted it because $6 million, man.
Yeah, there's a break in there where people don't realize that those guys, you know, Lee Majors was a hot thing. Burt Reynolds.
Mhm.
They look at them as icons and stuff, but they don't realize how much stuff they actually did. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, look at our youth. We had Danny Partridge to deal with, David Cassidy,
you
Andy
know,
Gibb.
Okay.
it's funny you say that, but I have what was the Partridge kid's name? Danny Bonaducci.
Bonaducci, yeah.
I have so those cards you're talking about. I have one of those with his autograph on it.
Nice. He's supposed to be a wild card. I'd like to rile him up just to see what kind of trouble we can get in together.
Well, he did celebrity boxing and he did some professional wrestling. I mean, that guy's a
Oh
nut.
yeah, I watched that. Yeah,
That guy's a nut.
Yeah.
he is. That's why I'd like to rile him up, but I want to be on the same side he is just to see what kind of damage we can do because you can't plan against crazy, and when you got crazy teaming with crazy, something's getting broken. Relive my youth. Back in my manly, burly, studly Marine Corps days. Oh, go get drunk and break things. Yeah.
Going outside. One place guy.
I need a big old meat monster like that, man. I wish I could have a dog.
I think I told Matt when we were off camera last week. So I rescued her 3 years ago from a trailer park. She was already 115 pounds. And they were keeping her in a box. And they had a log chain around her neck because she was so big and rowdy. Well, she just wanted attention.
Yeah, she just wants to play.
It was a single wide trailer, and there were 4 adults and 4 kids in this single wide trailer. So I brought her home with me, and I had a great name at the time, and I just had to put him to sleep. He's 13, which means this is the first time in her life she's ever been alone.
Yeah.
So every day when I go to work, when I come home, it's like brand new.
Oh yeah. I was the kid that brought strays home.
Yeah. Well, I'm unfortunately the guy who every dog I've had in the last 10 years has been at least 160 pounds. Some of them over 200.
Oh, that's what I want. I want them to outweigh me. I want to slap a saddle on their back and ride their big dumb butt to the store. That's what I want. I want that kind
I like big dogs.
Yeah. I want one of them that could look me eye to eye and then stand up.
I don't want them to take up space in a purse.
Yeah. I don't want one that sits in my shoes. No. I want a genuine lap moose.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely.
The bigger and dumber and rowdier, the better. I would so be in my element. Just go outside, put the dog in a headlock, and roll around in the yard for about 45 minutes. Get back up, go at it again. Oh yeah, both of us get our exercise. I'd be down with it.
But it's funny how long she stays. She minds her own business, stays off camera until she wants something, and then shows up.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. The second I put my camera on the cat, she stops.
Yeah.
But if I'm just sitting doing something on my phone, I swear to God, that's all that gets her attention is she wants to see.
So the best thing ever, guys, you guys almost witnessed me losing mad action figures because I was about to close that box. If I close that box in this room and set it down, it's one box in 1,000.
Wow.
I understand. Right now, my living room is nothing but boxes because I'm in the middle of swiping and switching stuff around. I'm retooling my museum. In fact, I got my old coat hanger my dad made me when I was a little boy. I want to hang up. Just don't know where to put it. I'm running out of wall space.
Yeah, that's
I don't
one of
have
my problems.
Wow. I got an empty wall over there.
Uh-huh.
But that's where my projector's going to go. So I don't know.
Uh-huh.
God, I hate having so many things in such little room.
Well,
Someone
Yeah.
put the lottery in me a house.
Uh-huh.
Drop it in the middle of nowhere, put a Pepsi plant on my property, weekly grocery delivery. You'll never see me again. I will be out of your hair.
so my thing is, like I said, I'm going to pedal off all my indie comics that I don't collect. The things I collect, I'm going to keep all the Neil Adams stuff and things like that. The oddball things that I like, which I'm famous for saying, you know, we're all weird in some way.
Oh, yeah.
But in the same token, umpteen bajillion boxes of mainstream comics, Marvels and DCs, that are series that I gave up on. Or that when they ended and then they tried to restart them, and this is something that Rob actually said to me, they forget that a jumping on point is also a jumping off point.
Yeah.
And I just quit. I mean, you want to start a new series, new writer, I'm out.
Right.
So,
All right, guys. I'm
Yeah.
fading pretty quick, so I think it's about time to call it a night. Almost 1 o'clock.
Oh my God. I mean, with the exception of the missing a little bit, I made it to the end. Holy shit.
Yeah. Right.
Wow. Nobody will believe you.
Thanks to your cat.
Everybody's gone. Yeah, stupid fucking critter.
I gotta go.
Wouldn't know what to do without him.
There. She probably wants to go out in the garage and eat, do her thing.
Oh,
She's sitting out
as
there
soon as
somewhere
I
in the
hit
house.
the bed.
well,
Mm-mm. Soon
I'll
as I
have
hit
more
the
stuff
bed, it's
around
nap
for show
time.
and tell next time.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
going to dig out
Yeah.
my T.I. Joes that like what you got, you know.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
I want the gung ho in his full dress blues. I
Oh,
want one of them
that-
for my
That
personal.
one that they released in like in the 90s, you mean?
Sure. I just want one in his dress blues because I am a Marine and
Well,
I want that
they
for
have
my stuff.
they have a 3 3/4 inch gung ho in dress blues, and then they have like they came out with like a regular size 12-inch GI Joe.
Yeah.
A Marine in dress blues.
I'd want the 12-inch, but I'd definitely settle for the 3.5-inch. All that means is now that I know there's two of them, I'm going to want both of them. So
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I could
yeah,
help.
thanks for adding to my bills.
I'm glad I could help.
You see what
Yeah.
Bobby said? Happy St. Patrick Mahomes Day. He's a big Chiefs fan. Happy St. Patrick Mahomes Day. Bobby.
I wasn't aware he was deified. Huh.
Well, the problem is to them he is.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. My upstairs neighbor's one of them. I swear to God, today I get preached the gospel from First Patrick 14 all the way to Third Kelsey, whatever. I get it all.
That here where I live in this little bitty town, and like you know what small towns in Iowa are like, and every guy that ever runs into me, oh, look at you, look how big you are. Where did you play? And I say Georgia, and they get disappointed.
Right.
And I love it because it just takes the wind out of their sails. I'm not from, I'm not from Iowa. I'm not that guy, and they want to hear that. And
they want
to hear you're.
They want to hear you played for the Hawkeyes. Yeah,
I'm a Falcons fan. I'm a Braves fan. And the Falcons might suck, but you got to stick with who you got.
Now, I've been in Georgia my whole life, and I think the only time I would say I was a Falcons fan was when I was like 10 and Steve Bartkowski.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I love Barto.
He's a local. Bartkowski was a local boy here, I want to say.
Yeah, he's from up here.
Yeah.
But my opinion on the Braves shall remain. They are the Atlanta Cubs Steelers.
I appreciate it. That's one of those things that I grew up a Braves fan. It's funny because when I moved up here, I had a ticket in my back pocket from a Braves game where they blew a 9-run lead in the 8th inning, and the pitcher for that team was the manager for the Omaha Royals, and they had a couple guys playing that played with me, and I rolled right into the stadium. And when I ran into Rick Mailer, he's dead now, but when I ran into Rick Mailer, I showed him that ticket, and he was like, "Oh my God, we were friends until right now." Because he remembered that game, he knew the date.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And the bad part was it was a Padres game, and back then the Padres sucked just as bad as the Braves did.
Right.
Like a fight for last place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my dad took me to that game, and I'll never forget it. 1987. It was fucking horrible.
Yeah, I went to go see it. I know I went in 87 at least once. I got a ticket somewhere. It was $1 because they were that bad. So it was 88 or 87.
No, they were rough.
You get $1 tickets because nobody was going.
I was kind of lucky as a kid because when I was going to the games, that's when Kansas City was winning championships in '85.
Oh, yeah. They had George Brett.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Hell, I went in '86 when they played against the Brewers back when they was American League.
Yeah.
Now look at all them Hall of Famers on that field at that time. and in the dugout. So, because you had Brett, Yount, Molitor, Quisenberry should be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. Big stars, Willie Wilson. Oh God, who the hell played Bell? Both Orange brothers, if you remember them.
Yeah.
Garth and Dane. I got to see both of them play. That was a rarity. Oh. But yeah, I remember those days. That was fun.
Yeah. I like going back to the games in. Now it takes me twice as long to get there, and it costs 100 times more.
Well, I don't know.
I know. I go to the minor leagues because, I go to the Iowa Cubs games all the damn time just because I'm in shape enough to where I could walk there. I'm actually not that far away.
I got to
Yeah.
get up to a making bacon game one day.
Yeah, like I said, when I moved up here, we went to there was a couple Iowa Cup games where they had some future major league players that were in the minors and stuff. We went to just to watch them, or guys that were on rehab assignments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember days of Rafael Palmeiro in left field.
Yeah.
You know, a guy named Joe Carter. A guy named Mark Grace.
We had the Macon Braves here in the '90s, and I mean, we were like, was it Double A? I think it was Double A. So we didn't get a lot of the big names because they would go to Triple A and then go back up.
Yeah.
But we did get Chipper one time when he was rehabbing. He ended up coming to Macon as part of it. So
some of those guys go down
usually get on the way up.
You know,
Yeah.
if they're hurt and they're playing AAA, they'll go down and play AA.
Yeah.
They show up to sell tickets.
Right. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
main reason.
When I was in Augusta, Dave Justice did that. Dave Justice now. He played for
Yeah, I mean,
Stripers or somebody.
I watched Kerry Wood sell Sec Taylor State. Yeah, I still call it Sec Taylor.
Yeah.
Sell Sec Taylor Stadium out just because he was pitching. It didn't matter. It was his umpteenth trillionth rehab assignment. It didn't matter that he was old Kerry Wood. They just wanted to see him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So. Oh yeah, he'd always shut the crowd up. I mean, every time you get out there, the first pitch would be a long foul ball. Straighten it out. It would have been a long home run. I swear he did that on purpose. Give him one to foul off long just to shut the crowd up.
Yep.
But I agree, Kevin's old. He's going to bed.
Yeah. I'm ready. We'll go to work. Make the internet safe for everybody tomorrow.
Yeah. What do you do, Quentin?
Huh?
You do internet security or something?
No, I actually run an internet company. I'm an
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. So you run a PSP. Wow.
All right, well, have some fun out there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Go away.
Well, Thursday.
Have a good night.
Thursday night, Matt's not going to be doing his thing because he's going to be at the doctor's all day. So look for me or Will.
Yeah.
One of us will probably go live Thursday night. You want to hang out?
Anybody shoots me an invite, I'll show up. I've got plenty of stuff to show.
All right.
Yeah, just let
We'll
me know. I'll figure out what I got going on. I'm so busy. There's like 7 of me.
Yeah.
So.
Well.
So many squirrels to feed.
My God, I wish it was the squirrels because at least they're on a freaking schedule. Their schedule is still a schedule. I've adjusted well to it. Don't work with animals, people. Yep. Don't work with animals and children. They don't keep your time.
They get you lots of views, though.
Oh my God. They give me phone calls. They do.
Hey, do you have squirrel cameras?
Semi sorta. If I was anywhere near smart, I could probably use them. I've got here in a couple of days. I'll have my 3rd iPad.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep getting them. I never use them. I got a GoPro.
He'll never keep
Why?
it charged.
He won't charge it. Yeah, he won't charge it.
Like, dude,
I mean,
he's got to get something other than his phone to do YouTube.
Yeah, I got all this stuff and absolutely no knowledge of how to use it and no patience to learn and the attitude of a grumpy old man when it comes to getting taught. So,
Yeah.
Right. they just built a new apartment complex down the street from my office, and all the rooms are all the apartments are 2 bedrooms. You can have your comic room and then you can have your living room.
I'd have to see, because I'm one of them lucky people. I'm on a program that is so small I could move to 2 places in the United States. Polk County and Henderson County, Nevada. Huh?
I bet you this place will take your program. They'll take anything as long as they get paid.
If it's in Polk, it's a Polk County, Iowa, or Henderson County, Nevada exclusive thing. So I could either live here or Vegas. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, some little small VA thing I happened to stumble in when I was busy self-cleaning.
Yeah.
So
that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something different. I'm thankful that the VA. So I was sick a few years ago and almost died, and they've never done one damn thing for me my whole life, but they paid my medical bill at that time.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, the VA has screwed up my medical care in so many ways, but they put this roof over my head, yanked me out from underneath the bridge, and said, "Good job staying away from all that dope we've been watching." Yeah.
They basically in my time of need, they made sure that the money they gave me kept the bill collectors off my back and allowed me to keep my house. I was in the Navy.
What'd you do?
I went to school in Pensacola to learn how to swim. I was a diver.
What? You really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
when I make noise about tattoos, I'm all covered up with octopus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that before. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Like half my body's just octopus.
You should see my brother. He's got it from his head down. I mean, he looks like he spent 94 years in prison in a gang. But he's just a guy who likes tattoos and happens to be big, so he's got plenty of canvas and can't grow hair, so that gives him more canvas.
Got a lot of canvas. I tell people that all the time too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You see, both my brothers are large, fat, and bald. I'm skinny and got a cool head of hair. Yeah. It's
all right,
like complete opposites. Yep. Go away,
before
folks.
I'm face down on the keyboard.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah. I heard that happen.
It has.
Yep. And he's not the only one.
Somebody over here has taken to calling me random sleeps.
Hey, whatever works, man.
Well, you guys have a great night.
You too, man. It was great meeting you. I look forward to hanging out.
Yeah, I had fun. Come back, man. You're welcome back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you.
All right. Good night,
Go
y'all.
away, people. It's late.
Good night, chat. Thank y'all for coming. Bobby, anytime you want to come on, man, you're welcome. Come join us next time, not tonight. Good night, y'all.
Yep. You're too late tonight, man.